First, what drew you to this project? What is it about it?
I became a Christian in 1999. Holy Spirit made me fearless and said, you could do anything you want. And so I just gotten married, and I told my wife, I'm going to leave my job at IBM and start a company. Here's a sign that you married the right woman. That's great. I'm going to keep teaching and actually bring in some money and some health insurance for us. And so went around looking for funding for a year, and then a great man named Phil Anschutz in Denver said, I understand what you guys are trying to do. I want to support that, but let me know what movies you're going to do. And so I called my wife in a panic, and I said, what movies should we do? And she said, look, here's my reading list from St. Peter's. She taught at a Catholic school. It's Charlotte's Web, Bridge of Terabithia, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, Holes, Winn-Dixie, and The Giver. So this is actually the last of my wife's recommendations.
Okay. You read it?
Yes.
And your thoughts immediately after reading it?
I thought that this is the perfect book for Walden. Walden's mission statement is to make films that get kids to ask the big questions, and they were all in here. Truly, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And one issue that I'm always interested in is how much of our freedom will we give up for security? And it's a question that goes all the way back to the Hebrew Scriptures.
Beautiful. Watching the film, I just see, shades of the Christmas Story in it. Did you see that? Tell me.
Not only did we see it, we developed it. And, whether it's The Matrix or so obviously The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, so many great stories echo the greatest story ever told. And it was my best friend. It's nice to be in a situation where your best friend's also the producer in the movie, Nikki Silver, had an idea and said, what if we have the song at the end of the film be Silent Night? And I said, oh my gosh, that is perfect, because we have somebody that risked their life to save a baby that the government was trying to kill, and that baby represents the hope for a new world. And it was amazing the way all these different things came together organically, because Lois had written such a brilliant book. It's always our job to try to flesh these things out when we go to film, and every element was there.
I guess one element before we run out of time real quick is this whole idea of being released.
Yes.
From old to young. It just points to some things that are going on in our world now,
Absolutely.
Whether it be the throwing away of the elderly or killing of babies. Just your thoughts on that whole idea of releasing people.
No, I think it is very direct, is that once you start to give the government control, and once you allow the government to limit your First Amendment rights, your rights to free speech, when they start telling people the way they should look, the way they should feel, and where they should worship, the next logical step is, and as we have right now, we have, capital punishment in 2 different states, 2 awful situations in the last 2 weeks. And I think that this will get people to start thinking, particularly on sanctity of life issues, and the best part about it, Efrem, which I love, is it's divorced from legislation, political parties, and everything else. It just goes back to the question of what kind of people do we want to be, and what do we do for the least of these?
Absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.